Welcome to the finale of the CLO-3D Fashion Design Competition 2021. The theme for this year's competition is the New Edge, and from the months of April to October, 187 participants have taken our 5-day virtual prototyping course to upskill themselves in 3D fashion. Within just 5 days, the participants were required to design and submit their very own 3D streetwear outfit with their interpretation of what the New Edge means to them. I would like to thank all the 187 participants who have taken part in this competition, and I hope you have taken away something from it. Today, I'm sure that all of us are excited to watch the virtual runway of our 10 participants who have made it to the finals. But before we get to the virtual runway, let's hear from our very own Chief Executive Doreen as she shares more about TAFTC and our vision to prepare all our students for the future of fashion.
Hi, my name is Doreen. I'm the Chief Executive of TAFTC. TAFTC is a global fashion school without boundaries. We have a plethora of courses from apparel, footwear and bags in design and product development, all the way to fashion technology and fashion business. We have actually digitalized our processes from end to end, and therefore when we have the lockdown, we didn't really have to cancel class, we just switched mode to digitalization, and we are very thankful that students were more accepting towards digital learning, and so are our trainers in terms of digital training. I'm a strong believer of digitalization, and I really believe that the future of fashion is in virtual and digital. This year's CLO-3D Design Competition has helped train 187 individuals to upskill themselves into 3D designers. Because of the demand in the industry for 3D designers, they can continue to hone their skills with the software that is given to them so that they can continue to provide 3D creation for the industry. A big shout out to SSG for their continuous support to upskill the nation. We definitely cannot forget our industry sponsors.
From Lidl, Theo Garments, Gimli, and most importantly, CLO.
Thank you, Doreen. And just as Doreen mentioned, we would like to give another big thank you to all our sponsors, CLO, Lidl, Theo Garments, Gimli, and WSG for making this all possible. Now we will invite our guest of honor, Serena from CLO, to share a little bit more about their organization and the steps they are taking towards the future of fashion.
"11 years, 13 versions, and hundreds of new feature additions later, CLO has continued to transform the way we produce and consume garments. Born as the twin to Marvelous designer, CLO started out with some of the same foundational features, but quickly evolved into its own unique program to meet the needs of users and the apparel industry. As a 3D design software offering unlimited design, real-time interactivity, ease of use, and accurate materials, CLO has revolutionized design processes for fashion and garment businesses for more than a decade. Whether you're a vendor, technical designer, pattern maker, or in merchandising, sales, or marketing, there is without a doubt an empowering way to leverage our technology. Reducing the length of the design process and time to market, CLO also allows companies to communicate with other departments in real time and improve the quality of the creative process. As a brand who also serves a wide array of users, it is important for CLO to have something for everyone. From freelancers, creators, and hobbyists to big box retailers, vertical brands, studios, and creative agencies, CLO has a solution for you.
Hello everyone, I am Serena, VP of Business Development for CLO Hong Kong and Southeast Asia. We specialize in true-to-life 3D soft goods simulation technology. What it means is that from different types of garments to bags, home goods, hats, and shoes, it could be created by using our technology. With this, our company has a mission to virtualize every single garment on Earth, to transform the way we produce and consume garments, and to organize all garment-related data and to make it useful. What we like to give the fashion industry is mainly about the efficiency. One of them would be about the communication part. So actually currently worldwide, there's manufacturers, factory brands, sourcing offices all over the world. And it's difficult to communicate in one single platform, in one single language. But through CLO and through our solution, we try to make this communication communication a lot efficient just to communicate in one single language. For the last, I would also like to thank TAFTC for arranging this amazing competition. It's very inspiring of how in a short amount of time the students would learn about CLO, create their own garments, and to be able to showcase a runway. All the garments we had reviewed together, and the quality is very high compared to the time that they spent learning. So again, I'd like to thank the TAFTC team, also the participants of this competition to putting all the efforts. And furthermore, it's also very interesting to see how the students are getting more opportunities out of this competition. So for their career, for their business, it's very interesting.
Thank you, Serena. And we also really appreciate CLO for sponsoring all our participants with a 1-year annual CLO-3D license so they can continue their journey in 3D fashion. Now we've come to the part that everyone has been waiting for, the virtual runway. Let the runway begin!
Hi, so I'm Paul. This year I'm 35. I'm more of like a crafter. So what you see here, these are things that I've actually made myself. So basically, it actually started sometime in secondary school. So there was this book, cover was a very nice costume. It was called The Black Swan. Yeah, so that was my first brush with fashion. It was only when I started working around like the age of like 24, then that's when I had actually enough money to go and buy a sewing machine. Then I went to learn dressmaking on my own. And I realized that streetwear was just more, it talks a lot about comfort, but at the same time, it also talks about standing out. The trend of the iridescent colors, the pearlescent colors are actually coming up. So that's how I came up with the idea of doing a jacket that's in the iridescent color. The shorts that my lady was wearing was actually inspired from my favorite pair of basketball shorts when I was in the secondary school. To me, I find that clothes are modern day armor. So imagine like if somebody is not very confident, right? They might see this piece of garment which they find that, hey, if I wear this, maybe I'll look like that person.
Hi, my name is Vera and I'm 27 years old. I'm a visual merchandiser by profession and I love fashion a lot. My design process came about after I watched a documentary called Seaspiracy about the ocean's crisis. So I wanted to create a streetwear that was inspired by actual fishermen workwear. So these fishermen, they will always wear these big, giant, loose overalls called waders. I designed something similar but with certain key details like the eyelets, the bright colours, as well as the drawstrings that have knots tied specifically to emulate the technical equipment or the clothes that they were wearing when they would go out for commercial fishing. If my designs were to be produced one day, I do hope that they can be sustainably made, preferably with recycled materials from the ocean's waste like plastic bottles or fishing nets, and I think it's a great way to close the loop of fashion while doing our part for nature.
My name is Regina Nicole Collar. I'm 20 this year and I'm currently studying at Temasek Poly. I would say I got interested since I was very young. I would watch Barbie shows and then I would focus on their outfits. I started sketching since I was pretty young, primary school. I sketching for fun, like illustrations. So I love the color black. As I say, I want to go to be more comfortable, do something I want. I actually got inspired by Karasu Zuko. It's a Crow tribe, Japanese culture. It's an all black style. It doesn't really have a deep meaning to my outfit, but I just want to put out there that clothes shouldn't have a gender. Although yes, there's some way you need a men's and women's, but I think anyone can wear anything.
Hi everyone, so I'm Jareen and I'm a sneaker artist. Some might call me a sneaker customizer as well. So I actually customize sneakers from scratch. Apart from that, I have merch caps, bucket hats that is reversible as well. And also have bag. I actually did communication design in Glasgow School of Arts. That's where I did one of the projects and I realized that I really like fashion a lot. So I always dreamed of wearing an overall that I can actually split it into two different kind of segments. So I can actually wear it as a vest and I can also wear it as a cargo pants if I were to not wear the top. But if let's say I were to zip it and I combine it together, it will actually give you an overall piece. It's like fashion meets comfort, fashion meets style. When you wear it, you feel bold, you feel confident, so it's all in one piece.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline and I'm 29 this year and I study fashion design. I was always very interested in learning a new set of skills. Knowing that how CLO-3D actually helps visualize the 2D patterns to a 3D garments and it fits a person, I think that is a great skill to learn. I wanted it to be expressive and fun with a bit of mixture of Japan music onto my inspiration. So one of my favorite music was actually called Monster. I used the title as the trim on the bucket hat. And the colors that I've chosen is also from the visual of the music video.
Hi, I'm Afi. I'm 22 this year. I graduated from Diploma in Art Theatre Management. Currently, I'm working in the film industry. How I gained interest in fashion is from my work. I learned how to sew pouches, bag, bucket hat. I even tried to upcycle dicky pants to bucket hat. How I developed my interest was when I was thrown into doing up a sofa couch for a set. That's when I realized that actually sewing is not that bad. Streetwear have a lot of subgenres and subcultures, but the most I found I was drawn to was the punk culture movement, just because I grew up listening to a lot of punk music. In the punk culture movement, they actually used a lot of plates in their design, which they appropriated from the British Royal uniform. I found the story behind how they derive into using plates in their motif really interesting and wanted to use that in my design as well.
Hi, I'm Deshoku. You can call me Sharon. I used to work as an engineer. After that, I quit and then come to Singapore and study for fashion, and have been working for the fashion industry for a couple of years. I've always been interested in fashion. My mom used to sew at home to earn some extra income. So I find it very fascinating to see her, like after she sewed, all these few pieces of fabric suddenly become a wearable garment. So the theme that I got for the competition is a new age streetwear. So my first thinking is, what do I want to do post-pandemic? The very first thing I wish that I can do that I cannot is to travel. First come to mind is actually Santorini, Greece. So that is actually the main inspiration for my outfit. You can see that from the colors, so from the glowiness, and also from the patchworks that was inspired from the square roof of the buildings at Santorini. And also at the core, I actually wish that my collection, my outfit is aligned with fashion sustainability, because we know that fashion is actually the most polluting industry, and I wish to advocate for buy less, buy quality.
Hello, I'm Sin Yeo. I'm 26 this year, and currently I'm working at the National Library Board as an experienced designer. So basically, I'm helping them design their new libraries that they will renovate. My fashion journey actually started when I was in year 2 of college. I actually wasn't really into fashion at all, but in year 2, I had like a bunch of really good friends who sort of helped me glow up, and like they started picking outfits for me to wear. And it was at that point in time I really started to pay more conscious attention to what I'm wearing, how people actually present themselves, and understanding fashion as a thing that is political to a person's identity as well. The theme for this outfit was actually fluidity, and I wanted to sort of break the boundaries between like what we usually see in the male section of clothes and what we usually see in the female section of clothes. And I was thinking of how I could mix elements that were commonly seen in like female outfits, such as a crop t-shirt and wide leg pants, and actually place them on the male body. So when people wear my outfit, what I would want them to feel is a sense of comfort, not just in the material sense, but also like psychologically, that this is a set of clothes that actually truly expresses their identity and who they really are.
My name is Claire. I'm 24 years old this year. So I'm actually currently a video producer working in the creative agency. I've always been someone who is really interested in anything that's Japanese related. So when I was very young, I got exposed to a lot of like Japanese fashion trends such as like Lolita, like Bosozoku. I did try to make my own props, clothes and accessories for cosplay. So I always tried to like incorporate styles like this into my daily clothing. I think that's really what got me into fashion, because when I wear it, I feel good. So my inspiration for the outfit was, initially I really wanted to go for something that's cyberpunk, and because I'm also very influenced by the Japanese fashion and their styles, I was trying to go for something that is a bit of like cyberpunk plus Tokyo. And I also took inspiration from like my favorite Japanese designers such as Kei Ninomiya and Yohji Yamamoto, as you can see actually in the pants that I designed. So I also took several drawings from my favorite anime. So there are also like Evangelion, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and Akira.
And I try to incorporate everything into one outfit. And of course, one of the main things I like about my outfit is that it's something that I would like to wear. And I think it really encapsulates all my style in one.
Hi, I'm Hazel. I'm 33 this year. Previously, I was working as a Chinese teacher for 3 years for Ministry of Education. After that, I moved on to being an executive assistant for Terumo for about 9 years. My personal hobby is mountain climbing, bungee jumping, and skydiving. I have a Japanese Spitz, so she is 7 years old now. In Singapore, it's hardly to find any dog fashion. I started this fashion business because of her as well. So the theme of this competition is streetwear. Whenever people talk about streetwear, it's all the Supreme or the American brand. And Japanese cultural fashion is very different from American fashions. It's like Uniqlo. They don't advertise themselves as fast fashion. When they wear Uniqlo, it's about who they are. And for example, animation, they like animation, that's why they wear it on themselves. When people wear this outfit, I want them to think about their lifestyle and not being as a fashion statement. To reflect who they are, what do they like, what's their need, and what's their desire. That's why at the back of the outfit, there's this 人字. At the side of the sleeve, there's also who are we in Japanese. So this is why I designed this outfit.
Wow, I'm not sure about you, but I was really impressed by all of the finalist designs on the runway tonight. Their creativity, their workmanship, and their originality were top tier. And can you believe that they actually did their designs in just 5 days of learning the software? Pretty impressive if you ask me. I'm sure that the judges had a really difficult time deciding on the winners of the competition. But before we get to the winners of the competition, let me introduce the 4 amazing and professional judges. First, we have Gemma Challen-Bell, the General Manager of the Product Development and Design Team for Lidl. We have Melissa Chang, the Senior Manager of the Product Development and Design Team at Gimli. Next, we have Priscilla Chua, the General Manager at Teo Garments. And last but not least, we have Thomas Tan, the Senior Fashion Designer at TAFTC. Let's hear a little bit more from the judges about what they thought about the finalists and what they looked out for in the competition.
Hi, I'm Gemma. I'm the General Manager for the Digital Design and Product Development team. We look after all the design for hard goods and for textiles for Lidl. We have a big team of people who create all our 3D digital designs, our mood boards, artwork cards, and everything and anything that we would need from a design and development perspective. I've been at Lidl now for 6 years. We're just growing and growing in all our design capabilities and things. So it's been fantastic working with yourselves on this project. So basically, we design and develop and manufacture and ship products for hard goods and textiles. So basically any single product and food, anything that you think you need or use, we probably have made it or do make it currently. It's not necessarily what the styles look like, but it's to see what's the attention to detail. How creative were they? Were they created using trends? Were they created using own ideas? Did they create their own trims as well? Did they look at the whole picture? Did they look at the mood, the ambience behind it? And really, was there that passion within the work?
I am Melissa from Gimli Global. I am the Senior Manager of Product Design and Development, and we provide real-time market intelligence, co-creating designs with our customers, mainly supporting them on sourcing with mostly USA retailers. Gimli is a Singapore-based apparel manufacturer supplying mainly to US retailers. Our capabilities include multi-product categories. We also have integrated vertical operations with all in-house embroidery and print, as well as supporting on market intelligence and product development. What our team does is we communicate daily with our customers on their design requirements. So we ensure that all design ideas, proposals, and trend analysis are actually aligning with the customer's directions. And we also have to ensure that all samples are actually executed well and then presented eventually in design meetings. The key things I will look out for a competition outfit will probably be the conversational aspect of it. And overall aesthetic, it has to be creative, it has to be
relevant to the current trend. To be able to translate them into ideas on paper and also make it relevant for the different brands like ladies, men's, and kids will be very essential.
Hi, my name is Thomas Tan. I'm a full-time trainer here at the Textiles and Fashion Industry Training Center, also known as TEFTC. There are a few things that I look out for within this competition. Obviously, the first is originality, creativity, and of course, whether the clothes are actually sellable and marketable, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that these clothes are a representation of what is going on right out there in the market right now.
This year, all our finalists have been given opportunities to join the fashion industry as a virtual prototypist in our partner companies. The top 3 winners also walk away with cash prizes from our sponsors, Lidl, Teo Garments, and Gimli. This year, we also have a special prize, the Popularity Prize. A month before this finale, we've let you decide who your winner was. The winner of the Popularity Prize will walk away with a $100 gift voucher from the Label SG. The Label SG is our e-commerce brand that houses and curates local designer products. So without further ado, here are your winners for the competition. So coming in at 3rd place, walking away with a $300 cash prize sponsored by Gimli, we have Jareen Ang.
Oh, what? Huh? I won? Are you serious? Okay, sorry. Enough of the joke, but yeah, I'd like to thank my family, my friends, as well as Dayan, who actually encouraged me to try the competition. And without that, I wouldn't have won. So thank you for that. And I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.
Her designs had great functional elements, and I like the fact that she was very clever in the use of the black and some of the grays. When it's monotonal, it tends to be dull, but somehow hers still stood out.
Jareen's contribution actually feels a little bit more on the idea of utility, all right? I can actually see that there is all these small little details that she added in to actually make the design more interesting. It almost feels like there are a lot of things to discover within the designs and the clothings.
Her trim detail was exquisite. I have to say, really, really, really well done. The attention to detail on the accessories, the bag, the mask, the poppers, everything like that. It was incredibly well put together.
Coming in at 2nd place, walking away with a $500 cash prize sponsored by Teo Garments, we have
Oh my god, thank you so much, thank you so much. So I would like to thank TEFTC for the opportunity to be part of this CLO-3D virtual prototyping course, and I would like to thank my friends and family for supporting, my classmates, and my instructor Stella, who was actually convinced me from a previous class to join this course. So I would just like thank you everyone for the opportunity, and yes.
Colors were very vibrant, and I definitely see that it tied back really well with the cyberpunk theme. I like that she even have a touch on the background to kind of give it a different setting to it.
Claire's work impresses me a lot, okay? The fact that it is very colorful, it is extremely creative, all right? I like the hybrid of the clothings that we see here. You have a mix of both pants and skirts. You have the colorful and the solids in terms of the black and the bright fuchsia pink, all right? And of course the sheen. So all these gives me a sense of a very futuristic design sense that she's having.
What sold it for me on this one, and I have to say credit to this, was that it wasn't just the outfit, it was the whole look, the background, the mood, with the headphones on, creating that feeling behind the garment as well, so that you could automatically associate what she was trying to do, because you can see the mood, you can see where the model is placed, the print and the color throughout was incredibly detailed, and how everything was nicely put together. So yeah, really well done.
And last but not least, the champion of the CLO-3D Fashion Design Competition 2021, walking away with a cash prize of $800 sponsored by Lidl, we have Regina Nicole Collar.
No way, I won the competition? Anyways, I just want to say thank you to my family and FTC, my school lecturer, for this opportunity to participate in this competition. I've learned a lot, and yes, thank you.
The silhouettes felt very modern, and I can actually easily envision this in a high street wear label. And it being all black, it did not lose a lot of the aesthetic. It still was able to pop in the 3D.
Looking at Regina's submission, I can see that there's actually a very strong sense of modernity, all right? It's all black and very chic. It almost made me feel like I'm looking at a Japanese designer.
I thought it was so modern. I love the boxy shapes, and there was a lot of attention to details within that. I like the fact that you can associate it with lots of different things, and I thought it was really well put together, so well done.
A big congratulations to our top 3 for winning this competition with your outstanding designs. Now we've had the popularity prize winner that you have voted for.
We received a total of 586 votes, and we're thankful for every single one of you who voted.
The winner of the popularity prize walking away with a $100 Label SG gift voucher,
and winning with a whopping 257 votes, 44% of the total number of votes we received, we have Paul Leslie Liu.
Congratulations to all the winners of the CLO-3D Fashion Design Competition 2021. And another big thank you to all our sponsors who have made this possible. We've really appreciated your continued support throughout the year.
Right after this finale, we also have a special webinar by CLO themselves on the latest trends in 3D garment technology and their impact on the apparel and textile production. Do check it out at this link.
It was an honor for us to have organized this competition. Thank you again to all the participants who have joined the competition, and to all of you who are joining me tonight. Thank you and see you again.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the motion.